Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about Wonder Woman just in general. I know 1984 has been a polarizing thing, and everybody's just kind of like hopping on the hate train or whatever and stuff like that. Like I said, I don't hate the movie. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't terrible. And I know I enjoy watching my YouTubers, but some of you guys are just over exaggerating about how garbage of a movie this is, because I've just seen too many garbage superhero movies. This one isn't. Is bloated, boring at times, of course, but not garbage. This movie basically reminds me of Thor Dark World, where it was just like, all right, okay, this movie is just not interesting like that, like it should be. And I'm quite sure what's going to happen is Wonder Woman 3 is going to be like Thor Ragnarok 3, where you're going to be like, oh damn, this movie is awesome. That's what's gonna happen. I can feel it. I'm just gonna say it, I'm not defending Wonder Woman 1984 because it has issues. I'm just a fan of Wonder Woman, and I want to see her do well. That's all. But I'm not really here to talk about the movie's problems or whatever. I'm here to talk about the misconception of things that I was hearing from the movie that kind of affects all of Wonder Woman. I was hearing weird things about the whole Sword and Shield thing, right? And how people were like, I just don't understand why she didn't have her sword and shield or whatever. She's a warrior. She should always have her sword and shield or whatever. And oh, she doesn't like guns. And now all of a sudden she's flying. How is she flying? This don't make no sense or whatever. And it just proves how a lot of people really don't know these characters like they think they do or anything, because when it comes to Wonder Woman prefers weaponry, well, armory over guns anyway. So when people were like, "Oh God, here she go with, oh, I don't like guns and it's a thing about gun control." No, she just doesn't like guns. That's the whole point of her goddamn bracelets. Why you think she used the bracelet to block guns? She don't like guns. She finds it primitive, to be honest. She thinks guns are way stupider than having a sword and shield, to be honest. She'll prefer a good armory over a gun any day of the week. So it was kind of funny that I was hearing people like, oh, this trying to take on, oh, I can't stand guns and gun control and all that kind of stuff. First off, she's a superhero. What superhero gonna like guns? There aren't many superheroes that do guns any damn way, and most of those are what, anti-heroes. So that was really crazy. And I was hearing about the sword and shield thing, but y'all have to remember, if you were really, it's only until 2011 where really DC went head over heels into her warrior ancestry, where yes, Wonder Woman was a warrior or whatever, but if you read most of Wonder Woman comic books, she doesn't really use her swords and shields, her armory and stuff like that. She only uses it when it has to be used, not just because. Like I said, it's only recently in the New 52 is when they got aggressive with her. They kind of leaned into her Xena the Warrior Princess vibe, to be honest. Let's be honest. That was just basically like superpowered Xena the Warrior Princess and stuff like that. The only thing she was missing was that chakra man, that thing. Other than that, that's what Wonder Woman was. But if you read Wonder Woman comic books, she literally barely uses her weaponry. She really either uses the tiara or her lasso. And I know how a lot of people were confused about the whole lasso tricks and all that kind of stuff. Well, we know Patty Jenkins and them said they really studied Circus Olette thing to make sure that she was very athletic or whatever. Because if you go back again, this is important for comic books. If you go back and read her pre-crisis, before Crisis on Infinite Earth, she literally was using that lasso like a cowgirl. That girl was literally roping people, doing tricks and stuff like that. That wasn't even that Circus Olette didn't even invent yet or whatever. And then you have to remember, Gal Gadot is also military trained or whatever, so Patty wanted to also lean on her athleticism and her military background of running and stuff like that. I know how the running looks a little spotty or whatever. But Gal Gadot was actually really running. It's just that how they had it on the screen or whatever and stuff like that, they had to like speed it up or whatever and have the thing or whatever. But I can tell you she was running way better than the Flash. Why you guys were trying to like mean that, bump that. The Flash, I don't know how he was running. That was some hot garbage. That's wasn't even running. And actually Gal Gadot was running fast. I mean, that's what Diana would. If you saw a real life person running really, 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 really fast that had super speed, and we're not talking about those athletic runners. We're talking about somebody who, on average, can literally go from 0 to, I think she would run like that without that super speed that Flash have, if that makes sense. I know it's confusing, but that's literally how it is, or whatever. Because back in the day, that's how she was before she got her flight. Now let's move on to the flight thing, because everybody was like, I can't believe she's flying. When did she fly? She wasn't flying in Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice. To be honest, the DCEU's Wonder Woman, she still can't fly. She wasn't flying. This is what I need you guys to understand. Again, this all comes back to pre-crisis Wonder Woman. When Wonder Woman didn't have her jet, she was basically doing the same thing that Superman was doing before he got flight. Leaping, like literally jumping really high. But with Superman, how, he was leaping, make it look like he was flying, which was gliding. The same thing with Diana, except for Diana, what she would do is she would get a head start. So the whole, when she was running and stuff like that, and then she used the lasso to whip on something or whatever, and then launch herself into the sky or whatever. And she, at first she was leaping or whatever and jump like that. What people don't understand is Diana was literally riding the air current. I know it's crazy, but with the speed and velocity, she's able to glide or give the ability or look like she's flying. And then what people don't understand is another thing that Patty showed was Diana using a lasso. So basically what would happen is when she was descending or whatever, when she couldn't really stay in the sky like that, she would take the lasso and she would spin it. And she would either swing, catch something that was in the air to give her a lift, or actually spin it in the air to pick up a current that she can use. It's kind of like Storm, how Storm uses the air currents to glide on it to make it look like she's flying or whatever. That's basically what Diana was doing in the movie, is basically using the air current that she was using from the Lasso of Truth to give her the momentum push to make it look like she was flying. So when people were saying that she was flying, she wasn't flying at all. They never broke canon with that one. She still can't fly at all. So I just want you guys to understand those misconceptions of Wonder Woman from the 1984 movie that everybody's, want to have fun and make fun of. And don't get me wrong, I'm not defending Wonder Woman 1984 like that. I'm only defending this part where it's not as bad as everybody's dramatically making it to be. It's just an unforgettable sequel. That's what it is. I just want people to understand about the things about Wonder Woman that I know a lot of people really don't know, because she is one of the major Trinities, but we don't know much about that part of Trinity because DC don't really focus on her like that. I'm just saying those things that I was hearing was kind of like, you do realize that Wonder Woman never liked the guns in the first place, so of course she's going to say, I don't like guns. She only uses her armory when she has to fight a magical being or something really intense where she really would need that. And 3, the whole flying thing, she wasn't flying, she was gliding and leaping, using the lasso to help her catch the air current, to ride the air current. Other than that, that's really it. So yeah, those is my little misconception of Wonder Woman that I just wanted to debunk for you guys. I know you guys don't really care because you guys want to hate on Wonder Woman 1984. So continue. I'm just saying about the debunking things about Wonder Woman 1984. But yeah, I hope you guys liked the little video. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.